Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for blessing me with your time once again. We started a revival yesterday, and it has went wonderful. Um, Yesterday, the preacher was talking about a verse in John 1, verse 42, and he brought him to Jesus. Now, and Jesus looked at him. He said, "You are Simon, the son of Jonah. You shall be called Cephas, or Peter," and which is translated a stone. Um, a stone is stable. It is secure. It is heavy. It stays in one spot. When he was talking about this, something that I thought of was there was a time when we lived in an apartment, and me and my daughter had seen a light on the ceiling, and it was unexplainable. I wasn't scared of it. It was just a light. I was standing next to my bread table, and I was just looking through some papers, and all of a sudden I heard my name, and it was my mother's voice saying Sarah. And that was all that was said. So I thought, well, I pocket dialed her, and I picked up my phone out of my pocket, and I had not dialed her. But anyways, that came to mind when he was talking about the name. And I know the Bible says that he knows us while we're in our womb. So I believe that the name that our mother gives us, he knows that she's going to give us, and he knows that he's going to mold us so that we can live up to the name that he gave us. The thing is, like Peter, he had Simon moments and he had Peter moments. Like when he denied Christ 3 times, Christ told him that he was going to do that. When Christ was resurrected, he sat down beside Peter and he said, "Do you love me?" He didn't sit there and he didn't say, "Well, why did you do this after everything that I did for you? Why did you deny me?" He didn't do that. He just said, "Do you love me?" And he asked him 3 times, and he said yes. And he said, "If you love me, feed my sheep." And he was the first one to minister on the day of Pentecost. And that's something that I thought was wonderful. Even though Peter denied him 3 times, he used Peter to give the first message to his people. The first sermon that was ever preached was preached by Peter, a man that denied him 3 times. But the thing that came to me was that we need to let God mold us and put us in process, as the preacher was saying last night, so that we can glorify God. When people think of us, they think of God because of the way that we live. They know that we're godly people. We know that we're living set apart by different standards. When they think of us, they need to think, well, she's so giving, or she's so happy. You can see the joy of Christ in her life. The name that was given to us was ordained for us, and we need to give God glory for that. Not being prideful of our name, but to glorify our God with our name by spreading the good word. That knowing that yes, we have faults, but the part that we forget is to get back up, to endure, regardless. God's gonna restore us. We're in process right now. He is molding us to what He wants us to be, and He wants you to step into your name, to step into what He's trying to do in your life. So the next time you fall, I want you to remember this is a word of encouragement. We're in process. We fall, we falter, but God asks us the question, do you love me? And if we can say yes, we can conquer. We can overcome anything in our life by answering that question yes. Because if we love Christ, then He loves us, and He's in us, and He will help us overcome. That's my word of encouragement today. Thank you so much for blessing me with your time. Thank you.